This is Tarron with Twist and Mesquite Performance Horses. We are on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in the reined cowhorse. Today we're doing a video with Cinnamon. We're going over 3 steps that we're using to advance her in her flag work today. The last will be, actually putting her on the flag and working her on the flag. So I'll start warming her up, get her ready to go, and then we'll go over those exercises. So now that we got her warmed up with her warm-ups, I wanted to get her feet moving, get her blood pumping a little bit. She's been kind of on the lazier side, and so we started doing this. I had the idea last week when her owner came out and rode this horse. This horse had a tendency of being pretty lazy and not moving her feet very much. And so I had the idea, well, let's just get this horse moving out before we ask this horse to do anything else. And so with her, that's what we've kind of been doing for a warm-up, really get her feet moving and get her going. And so with her, that's what I did, just kind of getting her blood pumping, getting her feet moving. And so step number 1 that we're going to be working on is based on when we were getting our shoulder control, and we're doing some counter bending, but I'm working on getting that shoulder moved over. And so far she's been doing pretty good at that. We've had to work on this left side quite a bit, to where I'm needing her to pick that shoulder up, and I'm needing her to come through that turn smoothly. And so with her, we've been working on that. She's kind of struggling with that some. And so today I want to continue building on that, get that better. And then we'll kind of talk about where I want to take the exercise and where I want it to go. So I'll start here on this side here. I want this horse moving forward, driving forward, and I want her moving that shoulder over when I put my foot on her. Right now, I've kind of got her picked up a little bit to where, I'm not really concerned with headset at the moment. I want her to pick that shoulder up and move that shoulder and not drop all that weight onto her shoulder when I'm asking her to turn. I think that's been a struggle of hers, and so we want to be able to just keep that front end picked up where she can step over here. And so right here, and so that wasn't very good, but she had her front end stepped up. She had her front end picked up. This side is a lot better, to where she on this right side, on that right side, she stops, draws back, and just gets her hind feet out of the way and steps around. And on this left side, I need her, and I'll kind of get me a couple steps. I want to keep her front end picked up and ask her to step around. Or she kind of jumped around and spun a hole in the ground, but I want her to get some more draw and just step through there. And I'll get a few turns or get a few steps. Keep her picked up right here. She's wanting to drop that shoulder down, and then just ask her to turn around and go. And then the big thing, I want to get her feet moving on the back side of that turn, so that she's thinking about moving through that turn. See, that side is a lot better. So we want to get this left side a lot like that right side. I don't want her jumping forward out of there. I want her coming back and coming over like that. See, that was a lot better there. I want her to slow down a little bit. Think about where she's putting her feet. Now ask her to turn and come over here. That stop was a lot better there. So we got a little bit of improvement on that. Going forward, I'm wanting to keep working on for sure. You know, I like how that right side feels. It's a lot better. There's, you know, she's moving her hind end, she's moving that front end, or she's stopping. She has a frame to her. She has a look to her. She's looking on the inside right there, and she moves her hind end out of the way and then comes through that turn really well. And so we want to duplicate that for this left side, taking this exercise forward. And of course, we're looking for that in a lot of these different areas. And so this next exercise, so number 2 is back in circles. And so, you know, we're going to be looking for the same thing in that backup, in that when we have her to actually turn around. But I'm going to drive her around this circle. This is how I'm going to start this backup. I have my outside foot on her, pushing her around. And I have my inside, you know, keeping her. I have my inside foot on her as well. And when I want her to turn, I'm going to let her calm down a minute. Which it's funny, we've been needing her to speed her feet up and get some energy about her. And so she finally is. Now we need to put it to use. And so now I want to go back in this turn. Take her back into this turn here. So we're going to work on that here. So I'm going to take her into this turn, get some backup steps, and have her follow her nose. I didn't like that, so I'm going to keep. Need her turning around. Bring that front end. She's trying to hop out of it. And it is a little bit of a different turn. We're getting closer here where she's staying back. She's trying to figure out how to turn around while she's staying back. I'll let her out of it. See, that was a lot better there. And so if we just stay there a little bit more, make sure she's staying back and kind of back around that turn a little bit, back in that turn. We'll work on that a little bit. Getting tangled up in her feet a little bit. That's all right. She's trying to hop around. I kind of just need her to step around. That was better there. And so that turn is a little bit different. Where we want those front feet in our cow turn, those front feet, you know, their hind feet are rocked back a little bit, and so those front feet kind of step over behind, and then our forward turn, you know, that horse is stepping around with his feet up front, and so they're stepping around this way. So it is a little different, and this horse will just have to help her through there a little bit and kind of teach her how to step around there. But we'll work on this right side. See, that was good there. Like she was stepping around really well there. So she can do it. She can do it. We just got to help her. A lot of times in life, a lot of times what you actually want is not as far away as you think it is. And it just takes a little bit of concentrated effort to spend the time and study and figure out what are the elements that you're missing. And it may just be one or two things, but you have to spend some time looking for it and spend some time studying to where you can look for it and find what it is you're looking for. And so that was better there. That turn was the best one she's had so far. And that was there. That was good there too. So we're gonna get our flag going, and then we'll be back here in a second. All right, we are back. We let her rest up here for a few minutes. We got our flag going, and so step 3 that we're going to use this week in this part of her training is working her on the flag. I want to be cognizant of how we were preparing her in those first couple steps, those first couple exercises, and I want to build on what we were just working on. I kind of want to slow it down a little bit on this flag today. I want it to be a little bit more correct now that she's getting a little bit of speed to her. She's putting some effort in. Now I want to, see if we can slow it down a little bit and make sure, especially that this left turn, that we can improve this left turn, get her rocking back and actually coming through that turn better. So we'll get started. She's already starting to rate down by herself right there. So I'm going to start backing her up a bit early. That turn was a lot better, lot better. I went and kept her front end picked up. So I had my hands a little higher with her to try to help her keep that front end picked up, so we can help her out a little bit here. That stop was really good, so I'm gonna let her just sit here a second. That stop was a lot better. She got her butt into the ground. She didn't hit her front end. And so I'll let her take a little bit of reward from that. I'm gonna get a little bit of shape right here. I want that. She's still just, she's kind of wanting to lean with her, kick her hip out and lean with her shoulder. And so I want to get that shoulder out of the way and let her come through the turn. Get that hip back underneath her. Turn was good there. Light on her front end. I like that a lot right there. Big improvements right here. She's thinking about stopping off of my feet more. Listening to my feet. That was good. And she started rocking back there. I'll let her rest here a minute. This has been her the side she struggled with the most, and so I do want to stop her when she does something good. I want to reward her and let her think about it. Now that she's been giving me some extra effort, some energy, I want to let her rest right here. Get that shoulder picked up out of the way. I want this flag to get past me, and then I go with it. There. That was a lot better. I think she's finally starting to figure some of this stuff out. I'm gonna quit her right there. This was a really good work. Ended really well. I'm gonna let her rest right here with the flag. She ended up doing really well right there. We got her front end picked up through her couple different exercises we worked on prior to this stage, so that we could go in here and help her understand how to turn, and let her figure out, hey, I need to go with this flag, and I can rest next to this flag. But our preparation, our work to do, our preparation in these exercises leading up to here helped us be able to get her mechanics right, so then we could go on the flag, help her out a little bit, but just let her go with the flag. So to me, that was a good work there. We'll let her rest there, and that'll be our update for today. We'll catch you on the next one.